Alright, so we're going to cover this 810 cabinet with some truck bed liner, and we're going to go through and see if we can document this real quick. Alright, as you can tell, I've already taken a lot of the Tolex off, so we're going to backtrack a little bit. Let's figure out how we're going to get the screen off, the grill cover off first. So let's see here. Let's put it back on the... Let's pretend this is on. What you need to do, the easiest way to do this, of course, you know there's 4 screws right here. Unscrew like that one far enough to get some pliers around it, and maybe put a cloth on it, and then pull on that, and this thing will come off without having to mess up the corners or to dig into your cabinet up here. So that's the first thing. You want to pull this off the grill. Then you want to take all the hardware, or most of the hardware off. I took everything off except the wheels, and I just got finished taking off the little bar right there, because I'm about to take this Tolex off, which I'm about to show you how to do that pretty easily. All you need is a screwdriver, or Phillips head rather, to take off all the stuff. And if you see, I've got the arms here and bars over here, and I put the chrome stuff over here. I mean, it's pretty simple. So I'm going to shut this down real quick and get my tools ready, and I'll show you how to take this Tolex off pretty easily. Alright, so we're back. I recommend some gloves, because this is going to get sticky. You're also going to need a heat gun. I've had one forever, but you'll need that, and maybe like a spackle bill to maybe try to get it going. But let me put my other glove on real quick. Hold on. Alright, so I just set the camera up because I can't hold it and do this at the same time. So put your gloves on. Get your heat gun out. Turn it on. And what I'm trying to do is just heat up the glue. Because if you don't do this, oh my God, it's impossible to get this stuff off. And it's so sticky too. But heat it up, and you see the Tolex, man, it just kind of peels right off. Makes this thing so much easier to deal with. So just like that. Comes right off. Just take your time, and you know, don't try not to burn up your hands. So I'm going to take this back off, and I'll be back in just a minute. Alright, when I got here, just unscrewed these screws. This thing pulls out right here, and of course when you're going to heat this up, man, be careful around these wires is all I got to say. So that's how we're going to do that. So now I've taken the rest of the hardware off. I waited this long because it's much easier to move around with the wheels on it. So I took all the Tolex off so far, except for back here. And as you can see here, when I undid that all that Tolex came off nicely. Just make sure, don't melt your wires. Alright, I'm going to take the rest of it off. Alright, well now it's time to get all this glue residue off. So what I chose was, I got this from Lowe's. It's just it's low odor mineral spirits and a bag of rags, because it's going to get messy. Oh, and some nitrile gloves. But basically you just wipe it on and wipe it off. It takes a little bit of elbow grease, and maybe you could use something stronger like acetone or something like that. But I know that the mineral spirits aren't going to hurt the wood, and the low odor, and it doesn't stink at all. So you're not going to be bombarded with nasty smells. So a little bit of elbow grease. This is a lot harder than taking off the Tolex. So just take your time, and I'll get back with you when the whole thing is done. So right now I've done the top and the side right there. It looks good. Alright. Hey, I just found a better way to do this. So what I did was I poured some of this on the back, and then I was actually moving it around, and then realized that this glue comes up ridiculously easy if you let it sit for just a second, and then use one of these putty knives like this and run it across, and I mean, that glue comes up so easily. Just go with the grain, and this is much easier. Alright, well, this is the cabinet all stripped down, no glue, no Tolex, of course. This has by far been the hardest part of this whole process, is getting the glue off, really. It just takes a lot of elbow grease and a lot of mineral spirits, so just take your time and it'll all come off. It's just going to take you a little while. So that's what my cabinet looks like. I'm going to sand it real quick with a fine grit to just get a little bit smoother and make sure everything's off, and then we're going to paint it. So I'll be back in just a minute. Alright, well, there's a couple of things here that we probably need to go over real quick. See these blue things right here? This is painter's masking tape. You're going to want to make sure that you cover up the holes for everything, so you don't get the bed coat, bed liner stuff in the holes. That'd be bad. While we're here, and this is what I did in my 610 cabinet a long time ago, and this makes it a whole lot easier to get in and out of a SUV or whatever. It's when I put wheels back here as well, just like this. So then when you flip the cabinet in the car, you can pick it up from the bottom and roll it in. Makes life much easier. You can actually put the thing in your car by yourself. Another thing right here, this is of course where the inputs are. You're going to want to mask this off, of course, and this jack comes off pretty easily right there. But what I did, just in case, of course, I marked with the blue tape, and I marked blue right there, so I'll know where it goes. Just so you don't forget, I'm going to stick that in there, and then I'm going to cover the rest of that up, and we're getting closer. Don't forget to cover these up either. Just use the painter's tape and just fill in the holes. A little time consuming, but got to be done. Alright, now we're outside, and I was going to show you a thing. I got some feet and put on the bottom of this so the bottom doesn't get all messed up. Here's the front with it masked off with some paper. Of course, this is upside down because I'm going to paint the bottom first, probably to, I don't know, around there, and get that done first, and then I'll flip it back over and paint the rest of it. So okay, I'm going to clean this off, clean the top of it off, and get to going. And here it is, all done. So I can tell you that I don't have any experience woodworking or doing any of that kind of stuff. It wasn't that hard to do. It came out okay. Now that I've done it once, I could make it come out a whole lot better next time. One thing to do, and maybe this is common knowledge, but again, I'm not a woodworking person, is don't paint with it standing up like this. Lay it down and then paint, and lay it down the front, then paint the back, let that dry, and then turn on its side and then paint this. If you paint it standing up and you put a little too much paint on there, it's going to run. So and I had a little bit of problem with that. So next time I'll know better. But that's just one of the tricks. So I don't know. It was easy. It was a several hour project. If your Tolex looks horrible or whatever, I say do it. I don't know. That's it. Thanks.